What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All In with All 22, episode 2. You didn't think I was going anywhere, did you? I'm having the time of my life in this. I do love this format. We kind of talked about it a little bit on the last episode. There's some things that we could clean up, but hey, the All 22 guys are fantastic. Anytime I have a concern, they get right back to me. Yes, it's something that we're working on. Great idea, etc. So you love to see that from a platform. So I am balls deep, balls deep into the first draft. We're getting closer to the end, And unfortunately for me, I just made a mistake about 30, 45 minutes ago. So we'll cover that. I done fucked up, guys. I have done fucked up. But it is what it is. It's cut down day in the NFL. I think in about 30 minutes, rosters have to be finalized to 53. So I may or may not have drafted a guy who just got cut because I didn't bother to look before I hit the draft button. But hope everybody's doing good. Welcome back. If you're in the draft, shout out to us. We're getting this thing moving. For the most part, picks are coming in fast. We really don't get a choice with the hour-long timer. But I think I've discovered that it's probably necessary when you're drafting 53 players in a startup. It does take a while. I thought it was crazy when we do startup dynasty drafts and we do 35, 40-man rosters, benches. 53, it's another level, but it's fun. We're getting down into kicker and punter zones. Zach, I'm not good for those of you who are in the league. Zach, he's doing all right. So we are doing a league on all 22. So everybody in there subscribe. There's a special promo. It's down in the description. If you go down there, Mike10, use the promo code Mike10. They get you in for $10, $9.99, 80% off the subscription. So looking forward to trying to get a second league up and going. But as always, too, if you get in and we can't get another league going, there's all those public leagues need filled. You go in there and mess around with those people. So our league, we are doing a $20 league safe. So we're giving something extra to play for. So there will be a champion winning money at the end via league safe. And apparently Zach thinks he's winning it all anyways over my dead body, buddy. Over my dead body. All right, let's pull it up here. I got to show the draft, show where we're at, show the progress. I think we were in like round 8, 9 last episode. Much farther along this time. All right. Yeah. Just about to hit round 40. And if we're lucky, my man Koopa's on the clock now, back-to-back picks. And Rico, maybe I'll get one pick in live. If not, we'll see where it goes. I don't know if I show the queue. I don't want anybody sniping me. So, let's see. We came for my team, right? That's what we came for. We want to know how I'm doing. And as you can see, my last pick, round 39, pick 10, I took Wyatt Davis. And unfortunately, Wyatt Davis was cut today. Yikes. But never fear, the next guy in my queue, because I did want to fill up another guard, was Alex Leatherwood, who also got cut today. So I was going to lose either way. But let's go to this view. Offense. Let's just start there. Aaron Rodgers, starting quarterback. I'm a Zach Wilson guy. Unfortunately, I may go down with the ship, but it's my backup QB. Willing to bet on it. I was one of the few who waited on QB forever. And to be completely transparent, I was at work, probably balls deep, fixing some machine, covered in shit. And I didn't make this pick. And I got auto-drafted Aaron Rodgers because I didn't set my queue like a dummy. But hey, it worked out. Aaron Rodgers, dope-ass quarterback. This is pretty cool here. This little screen. Hope everybody can see it. Yep, we're good. All right, so showing his career grades. All right, as you can see, Aaron Rodgers, pretty good at football. Gets pretty nice PFF grades. Even though the offense, without Devontae Adams, we kind of have question marks, I think he'll figure it out. From a statistical fantasy dynasty, where I come from point of view, probably fading Aaron Rodgers just because the stats aren't going to be there. But actually being a good quarterback, getting a nice PFF grade, which is based on, I like my chances. So as QB1, Could have done worse. Not too bad of an auto draft. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't have him queued. He wasn't in my plans. At some point, maybe, if somebody didn't take him. But everybody already had quarterbacks. I was the last guy. My initial plan was to wait like another 3-4 rounds, and then I was going to try to go back-to-back with Trey Lance and Justin Fields. Didn't work out that way, but hey, I'll take Aaron Rodgers. Take Aaron Rodgers, and then I took Zach Wilson much, much later. I have to pull it up and let you guys know. Running back, DeAndre Swift, Austin Eckler. Just felt like Austin Eckler fell way too far. I'm a DeAndre Swift guy, even though, as you can see, the scoring, not as kind, but I think it'll have a nice year in the scoring format as well with Detroit. I just believe in the talent, and I can't leave a fantasy draft without Antonio Gibson. Can't. It's sacrilegious if I do it at this point. I've planted my flag so hard on him. We touched on it. I'd taken Kyle Pitts last episode, I believe, but backed it up with Darren Waller. Nice depth. Nice new contract for him, too. Wide receivers, we'd seen these, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, but Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper. So I do have 4. Still need to get another one somewhere. And I do need another tight end. I don't know if I'm going to go a third quarterback or not, if I feel good with these 2. Zach Wilson kind of makes you worried a little bit, so I probably pull the trigger on a third. Just a matter of who's left. And as you can see, not very good ones. Not very good ones. Tackles. Laramie Tunsil, Isaiah Wynn, Taron Armstead, which I really like that I got him as well, and Cam Robinson. So I think I'm pretty set at tackle. Have nice depth. 4 guys that I don't have a problem starting every single week. Guard, kind of the same story, other than, you guessed it, Wyatt Davis. But Elijah Vera Tucker, Landon Dickerson, and Robert Hunt. So now I'm going to have to go out and get a 5th guard in the draft. Going to have to do it. And center, Brian Allen, and my boy, Jason Kelsey, Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Still haven't taken a kicker or a punter yet. I've kind of gone with the strategy of not. I'll just figure it out at the end. I'll figure it out at the end. They just don't score enough for me. Like when I'm looking at it and trying to devise a strategy, figure out how I want to do things, kicker and punter are not at the top of my list, folks. Defense. Vita Vea, Daron Payne, Javon Hargrave. Almost fucked up his name. I'm sorry, Mr. Payne. You would cause me lots of pain if you got upset about this. Yeah, I like my tackles. D-tackles, D-line, as they're called. I like them. I do need to get another one yet. Maybe another one for depth, too. Edge rushers. I'm happy with my edge rushers. Peyton Turner, Chandler Jones, Bradley Chubb. This was one, I don't know if it was a reach where I took him or not. I mean, we're still trying to feel everything out. But I also tried to take guys that I thought would have an increase in PFF grade this year. And Bradley Chubb feels like that for me, partly just because of the offense being more efficient. Yes, the division is tough, but the offense is going to be much, much better with Russell Wilson. So in turn, if you're playing with the lead quite a bit, a lot more pass rushing opportunities for Bradley Chubb. So I'm not necessarily looking for the statistical output, which I think he's going to get a jump in, but more so just the increased play of the defense as a whole. There's another guy that I took down here. We'll get to him in a minute. Kind of the same principles. Darius Leonard, Devin White. As you can see, the grades don't really match up to like our perception of Devin White, but I just love the talent. Love the talent. Miles Jack has always kind of been my guy. Same kind of thing. Tremaine Edmonds, again, PFF grades for these guys, you can kind of see here. This is for Tremaine Edmonds, 57, 60, 47, 50. Again, I kind of want to get defensive players on good offenses, more abilities to rack up better grades, I would hope. We'll find out if I'm right or not as I dive more into the scoring and like how PFF grades are tallied. I do need to do more in-depth on that as well so I can get a better idea. But hey, we wanted to get this first draft underway. We wanted to get our feet wet. So mistakes will probably be made often by all of us. All of us. Let's just hope I can figure it out and adjust quicker than the 11 other people. Zach says he's got no strategy, not going to lie. Just been drafting guys I know which has resulted in a lot of younger talent. We shall see. That is true. And linebacker grading blows my mind. It feels so off base. A lot of the grading feels very weird to me, and it's not just for the linebackers, but like my perception of players not getting as good of grades as I would have thought is one thing I definitely have to look at and get used to. It's also, a lot of us, probably all of us, I mean, everybody who's in this league I know is in Dynasty leagues, right? They're in the Discord. They're part of it. We're chatting it up. We're always talking stuff. We've been stat-based for so long, like just pure stat-based. So especially with the offensive guys, like we're thinking about guys who get stats, and especially I would say probably for you, Zach, because you play a lot of IDP leagues, we're always used to stats. And to have a more subjective grading system that I don't think anybody's, at least from like our field, has fully dove into. We use them in our analysis, but we never really dove into like what goes into a PFF grade, right? So it's been an adjustment. And Short says the PFF not matching up to the name blows my mind. Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for us. So I'm kind of with Zach on that too. Like I kind of look at the grades, but if I'm being completely honest, like I'm so out of my element that I'm working to try to piece everything together that I too am just drafting names and like players I like. So let's look at Devin White. I'm curious now. This is a really fucking cool screen here, but Devin White. Okay. So yeah, outstanding. Started to fall off. Bad year last year, according to PFF for him. Weekly grades. He did have some, holy shit. This is what's going to be interesting too, because I kind of like to have like a best ball approach too a little bit when doing some of these. So I'm going to be looking at like consistently what people's grades are. And then like, I mean, if we're talking in like best ball terms, man, these are spike weeks. These are weeks where you're getting a hell of an advantage. So something I'm definitely going to play around with, and might make up a spreadsheet or two just to kind of get a feel and get a better look at players and positions as a whole. And maybe I'll get something out of it. All right, cornerbacks. I am probably taking a fifth. Not going to lie. But Roger McCreary, LeJerry Sneed, Andrew Booth Jr., Trayvon Diggs. So, Andrew Booth, rookie. Roger McCreary, rookie. Youth at the cornerback position. The name Jalen Ramsey was out there for far too long. I thought about it a billion times, and I was just like, I don't know if it's too much of that Madden in me as well, where I lean too much youth sometimes. And you just want the guy that, Jalen Ramsey, it's not that he's super old, but in terms of like cornerbacks, you always think like the speed's going to fall off. The athleticism is going to fall off at some point. So maybe you want like the hot new thing coming in, right? Probably should have taken Jalen Ramsey a few rounds instead of sloughing off. But this is where I ended up at cornerback. Safeties. Damn, I love my safeties to death. Love my safeties. I don't come from an IDP background, right? I just started my first one this year. So when I'm looking at safeties, this is all just Derwin James, Minka Fitzpatrick. I think those are the two highest paid safeties in the league now with their updated contracts. And then Budda Baker. Why not? I love my safeties, and of course, no punter. So I do, to meet the positional requirements, do need another safety. I probably will stop at 4 though. Cornerbacks, probably want another one. Linebackers, I might get by with 4. Edge rushers, I think I'll probably take another one, and then obviously I need another defensive lineman. Quarterbacks, thirds up in limbo. Running back, I think maybe with the running back I might carry 4. Just because of that position getting hurt. Tight ends, I'll stop at 3. Wide receivers definitely want 5, maybe 6. And then, of course, now I'm going to need a new guard. That's where I'm at right now with the team. Nope, no pick by Koopas yet. So, all right. Buddha had a really down year last year as he shifted from strong safety to free safety. You might see an increase in performance. Just, hey, this is why you're the IDP guy, and I come to you for advice, buddy. This is why I come to you. Pure stats. Don't care how that linebacker performs as long as they got a ton of garbage time tackles. Big adjustment. Yes, huge. And Shorts went the youth route too. I get it, buddy. I get it. One thing I thought about doing, especially for this league, and just it's not going to mean shit. Let's just be honest. It's not going to mean shit. But I thought about pulling everybody's roster up and then listing out all the positions. Not all the players, but all the positions. And then like doing some sort of grading. Like you get 5 points if I think you have the best position group for that. And you get 4 points second best. You know, an actual numeric number for all 12 teams in the league. And try to be subjective as I can. And then just kind of see where people match up. Like where people win, to kind of put a ranking system on it. And then again, like I said, it won't actually mean shit. But I wanted to see just how far off base I am from what I know now until we get to the end of the year and we actually know a little bit more to see how bad it is. Because I just think back to last year, I did a FFPC best ball a couple years before last year where I really started getting into Dynasty best ball. I did it a couple years before, but it's so different with the smaller rosters and the massive amount of turnover, and that's the way it's built, right? So you don't have ridiculous amounts of orphan teams or orphan teams that you can't fill. Like you can build your team up from the waiver wire, even if the team's depleted of draft picks. But I dislike the format because the benches were so small. You used a kicker and a defense. You had to cut down to like 18 players. It was just a bunch of stuff that I didn't really enjoy. So when Sleeper allowed us to do best ball last year and do fully customizable deep benches, deep starting rosters, the whole fucking works, none of the cut downs, no kickers, no defenses, I really was excited about it, and I dove headfirst into doing some best ball leagues. And one of the very first ones, I look back on it, and Adam can attest to it too. I look back at that best ball league that I have, and just from 1 year, I'm like, oh my God, this is god awful. What the hell was I doing? What was I thinking? I kind of feel like I'm going to have that same opinion about this first league. So just wanted to keep it around, keep a keepsake, maybe a spreadsheet just to see how dumb I was. So sounds just as subjective as PFF grades. Let's do it. Let's go, man. Why not? All right, let's see. So, yeah, this is kind of where we're at on the board. As you can see, quarterbacks, yikes. Not great. Running backs. All right, there's a few. Uncle Lenny's hanging around. Josh Jacobs is kind of a guy I like in that offense. James Cook's still hanging around. So we might look there. We might look there as our fourth option. Wide receiver. I definitely do need another wide receiver or two. Ooh. I guess we could go the rookie route. Might go the rookie route. Yeah. It's not the worst. Not the worst. Tight end position. Oh man, I'm glad I got my two. Tyler Higbee. Let's see. They're 21 all-season scores. Oh, all 22 scores, sorry. Drew Sample. Man, must be because of blocking. Must be because of the blocking. Yeah, receiver grade. Dog shit. Run block grade. Really good. All right. Now we're making a little more sense here. Compare mine and Adam's roster. Let's see. I don't even know what the hell Adam's doing. I don't mean that like as a... I don't mean that as a shot at him. I just haven't looked. So Josh Allen. He was a QB in round one guy, huh? Matt Ryan. Javonte and Brees. Okay. Kelsey and Freiermuth. Ooh. A.J. Brown, Ayuk, Bateman. Of course, he's going to not leave a draft without Rashad Bateman. Brandon Cooks, Kadarius Toney. Got a real fantasy feel to it. Real fantasy dynasty feel. Let's look at, Tackles, Decker, Cross, Deion Dawkins, Garrett Bowles, Penning. He's got some nice grades on these guys for last year. He's going young. Okay. Guards, McGovern, Ezra Cleveland. Center, Frank Ragnow. Okay. And kicker. He's already taken a kicker. Adam, you're kicked out. You're kicked out, buddy. You can't take a kicker. And defense. Where's he at here? Start at the top. Jonathan Allen, Leonard Williams, Stephon Tuitt. All right. I was going to say, I don't know why, but I thought Stephon Tuitt retired. Not going to lie. Now I got to Google it. I may be stupid. But, all right, maybe not. Why did Stephon Tuitt retire? All right, yep, he did retire. Sorry about your life, Adam. R.I.P. to you. Nick Benito, Josh Paschal, Shaquille Barrett, Montez Sweat, Chase Young. Wow, he doubled up with Washington. He's all in on the Commanders. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Shaq Thompson, Jabril Cox, Jerome Baker. Okay. Tyson Campbell, Derek Stingley, Patrick Surtain. I like his cornerbacks, Young. These were all guys that I had as targets too. And safeties. Darnell Savage, Kyle Duggar, Terrell Edmonds, Cameron Curl, and he's taking a punter. Golly. Yeah, I'm going to kill Adam's team. It's over. It's over for him. I guess my strategy, you cannot say I have badly graded players when a majority are rookies and don't have one yet. It's a good strat, buddy. It's a good strat. I'm interested to see. Let's look at your team. I mean, you're in here. You're in the chat. Let's look at I'm Not Good. All right, we might as well get like a free team review. Even though I don't know what the hell I'm talking about yet. But Russ and Trevor. I bet you're kind of regretting where you took Russ. Not going to lie. When you saw the quarterbacks. Bet you're not happy that you took one so early. What's going on, Ty? I'd have you in, buddy. Taylor and Kamara. All right. Tight ends. Goddard, Gesicki, Trey McBride. Goddard, yes. Gesicki, Trey McBride. You're going to have to wait on him a while. Receivers, Waddle, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins. Not a bad wide receiver room. Tackles. Oh, you're the guy. You're the guy who took my Lotta from me. Ryan Ramczyk, Ike Ekwonu. I probably messed that up too, but Kenyon Green, Austin Corbett, Cole Strange at guard, Chase Roulette, and kicker, Evan McPherson. All right. Offense isn't too bad, my friend. Defense, this is where you should shine, right? You got the you got the upper hand on all of us, Zach. Kenny Clark, Calais Campbell, B.J. Hill, David Onyemata, George Kaloftis, Owe Hutchinson, and T.J. Watt. Yeah, that's really nice. I like this. Linebackers, Devin Lloyd, and I wanted Nakobe Dean bad too, so thank you for ruining my life again. Logan Wilson, Ernest Jones. The only way you could have made it worse is if you would have taken Jordan Davis too. Kyler Gordon, Petrie, Asante Samuel, J.C. Horn. I like those corners. And safety, Winfield, Jeremy Chin, Dax Hill. And you still haven't taken a punter yet. Still, I hate that pick. Of course you do. No, I like your team, man. I do. I like it. But again, like I have no idea at this point what's a good team and what's a bad team. And we're going to find out. It's really interesting, right? It's usually you walk away from a startup draft and like you know the guys who are competing, you know the guys who are rebuilding, you know the guys who are like heavy youth focused. And you can always kind of separate, at least in your head, and kind of get your own like power rankings of who's good, who's not. This is wild. I have no fucking clue. But let's see here. Let's look at all teams and let's see where I wanted to. Let's go back. I wanted to see where I took some of these guys. Give an update and then we'll bounce out of here before I ramble on for too much. But yeah, Antonio Gibson, round 37. What's up? I think this is about where we left off, somewhere in here. But Vita Vea, Bradley Chubb in the 9th, Wynn, Devin White. This is all like, I don't know if this is good or bad. I couldn't tell you. I'm just drafting name at this point. Same with Diggs. Payne, Deontay, I like those guys. Minka Fitzpatrick in the 15th felt good. Booth. Cornerbacks, I think at that point were really like starting to get sketchy for me. Terran Armstead, Aaron Rodgers. I waited till the 18th round to get auto-drafted Aaron Rodgers. Let that sink in. If you guys sign up, or if there's anybody new who's not in this league or hasn't done one yet, and you sign up, you do a draft. The one thing I can take away from it is you don't have to take a quarterback in the first round. Now, maybe the elite ones score at such a clip where it gives you such a huge advantage, but I'm telling you, man, for the longest time, there were quarterbacks or quarterbacks that just kept falling, and I'm like, holy shit, like, there's no point in taking one. Not until you get that pressure point where, like, if people want to waste a draft pick, another startup pick on their backup quarterback when they can only play one, I'm just going to go other positions, and I'm going to keep hammering, like, the guys I think that are the best, right? And the positions that are running out faster. Swift in the 19th, then really started filling out the offensive line. Cornerback. Eckler here was just a luxury pick where it was like, I can't let Austin Eckler fall to anybody else. Zach Wilson, this probably like round 25. Like, people have started taking backup quarterbacks that really starting to run out, so I had to take him there. Waller in the 27th felt good. Chandler Jones. I really liked him in the 31st. Budda Baker as my third safety, 34th round. And then here we're just kind of filling out the roster, right? And trying not to fuck it up too bad. Looking at you, Wyatt Davis. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll like sign someplace and they want to use him as a starter. But yes, please. I shouldn't have drafted Leatherwood. I shouldn't have been looking at guard, period. But you guys let me know what you think. Comment down below. Coming back every single week with a new All 22 video. We'll follow the journey. Hopefully, we'll get some strategy devised. And the more I dig into it, the more spreadsheets that I build, the more I look at PFF scoring, the more I try to wrap my brain around this whole thing. Because like Zach said, nobody knows anything, at least from us. Now, some of the people may have been doing beta. The creators, who are fantastic people, maybe they have a little bit of an edge, but hope to catch up quicker. But I want to bring you guys all the All 22 content because I really do enjoy this. And I think just with a few tweaks, right? We get some of those tweaks that I mentioned about the draft room and the UI and the ease of use. We get some of those. This is going to be one hell of a format for me to play in. Never going to replace my Dynasty love just because I have Dynasty. But damn, it might save me from buying Madden every year because this is all I do in Madden anyways. I go into franchise mode and I try to build teams. And now you're telling me I get to do that, play it out for a year, and hopefully win Zach's money at the end of the year? I'll take your $20. Next year we're going to do a league for $50 once we know more. A little more comfortable. $50 entry. Maybe we'll get up to $100 too. But appreciate you guys tapping in. Live stream. I'm going to do it live every week. Coming back to you. Follow the journey. Much love. Thank you so much for the support. I'm out of here. Peace.